Hi there, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to see how to calculate any business days from a selected day in Power Apps. And for that, I have a nice demonstration here that I'm going to show you. And later in the video, I'm going to show where you can get the formulas so you can apply on your app. So let's get started. Let me just drink coffee. And we are ready to get started. Let's go. First, let's see it working. Here on my screen, I have this demonstration in the app. I have a calendar in here where I can select a date and then the number of days that I want to add or subtract from that date. And then I will be able to see what day is the business day that sums or subtracts that number. So for example, today's date is 8th of April. It's a Tuesday. We can see here in the calendar, it's tagged with this calendar. And if I add one business day, it will be tomorrow on Wednesday. If I add 5 business days, it will be next week. So I can get here the value. It will be actually 7 days from now because we have the weekend in the middle. If I add 10 business days, then the date is the 22nd. That's actually 2 weeks from today. Doing this calculation is very important on certain business scenarios because what matters is the business days, the days that people work, and we need to discount the weekends. But what if we have holidays in this interval? Does it also count? Yes, it also counts. I have a table here with the holidays. It happens that these are a little outdated, so I'm going to replace with new ones so we can see in the calendar. Just a second. Okay, now I have just updated the dates in here, and we can see several holidays through the year. Some of them, of course, are fake because I don't have that many holidays. And we can see here in the calendar that the 22nd would be a holiday. So let's see what happens now if I add some business days to today's date. Well, we know if I add 5, it's 1 week from now, we can see here in blue. Let's keep adding one by one. 6, 7, and we can see that it goes in the calendar. 8, so 9, it will need to go to Monday because we have the weekends in here, so let's go. Yes, 9 just went to Monday. And now when I put 10, it needs to skip 1 day because this is holiday. So let's see. And that worked. It's the 23rd of April. Okay, now that we saw it working, let's understand what's behind this. Because this is just the interface to visualize better how it works. In our app, we actually don't need this interface. We just need the result sometimes. So how am I getting these results? As we can see here in this text label, I'm using a formula to do that. And the formula is called GetBusinessDay any days from, where I pass the selected date from the date selector, the number of days from this number input, and then the date format that I'm using in the collection of holidays. Here in the holidays, I have a collection, as I just mentioned, and it has the description and the date for the holidays. So just passing these arguments to this function will return the output date. That's the date and days after the selected date. I forgot to show, but it also works for negative dates. That's not very useful because we don't mind much about the past, but who knows, let me know in the comments if that would be useful. So let's say I want to subtract 1 day. As I can see, here is today, and then 1 day before, 1 business day before is yesterday. If I want 2 days, then we go back to Friday, and so on. If I want 10 days, we go back 2 weeks ago, and so on. You got the point, right? So let's put a positive value here. Okay, now if you try to use this formula on your app, get business day and days from, it will give an error because it doesn't exist. For example, if I go to a very blank app, this is where we are going to see how to implement it. But if I go to a new app, insert a text label, and on it try to access the formula, let's say today, 5 days, and then the formats, we get an error saying that this function doesn't exist. It doesn't exist because that's a user-defined function. I created this function, and I'm going to show you where to get it right now. This function is on this website, powerappstools.com. If you go to the PowerFX tab and search for it, or search for my name, you can see my formulas, and it's here, get business days from dates. You can open it and copy the code. Once you click on this button, then you can paste inside your Canvas app. So let's go back to the app, and we are going to select the app object, find the formulas property, and paste inside here. Here's the formula that does that, get business day and days from. And this is the formula that I created. It's a very big and a little complex formula. You don't need to worry much about it unless it doesn't work properly or you want to do any modification. It's commented so you can understand a little bit what it does. Also, as you can see, it just pasted this one called call holidays because it's necessary to exist in the app since the formula uses it. It's called call holidays because you're supposed to create this collection from a data source later. For example, a SharePoint list that has all the holidays. But right now, it's here just to have a mockup data for our formula to work. Later, you can just delete this and create the collection using the same structure. Okay, now the formula is here. If I go back to my label, it's still saying that's unknown or unsupported. That's because user-defined functions are in preview. You need to enable it. Go into the settings, updates, experimental, and then enabling user-defined functions. It will ask to save your app and refresh. Then it will start working. Of course, this is experimental. Let's hope Microsoft keeps that and moves to production so you can start using on production environments because it's very useful. So I'm going to save my app because it's a brand new app, UDF demo. And then I will need to refresh my app in order for it to work. So let's refresh and wait for it, and then we can see if the function will work or not. I know the video is taking too long, but as you can see, it's just copying, pasting, enabling the UDF functions, and then we are ready to go. Okay, let's click on override. And as the app just opened, we can see that we already have a date in here. It means it's working. We don't see the error anymore. Let me zoom in, and I'm summing 5 days from today. 5 days from today, it says the 15th of April. And today is 8th. So it means 7 days from now, because we have a weekend in the middle, it means it's working. That's it. The formula is working. You can pass dates and the number of days that you want to add, and it will just do. If you want to see that entire interface in here, you can also insert on your app. I'm going to start a new screen just to paste it in here. I'm going to go back to Power Apps Tools, and in the details of this code, we have the link to the other snippet that has that calendar interface. I'm just going to copy this snippet, going back to the studio and paste code. So right click, paste code. And then the interface is here using the very same formula that I just enabled in this app. And as we can see, it's working. So if you want to use this to study or to visualize the date, it's in here. This gallery also has a very big code here. It's just created to demonstrate, to visualize. It basically has the same code. I'm not sure if this will be useful if you're going to build some feature for your app, but at least it gives some inspiration. So for example, with the date in here, we could have a button that does something, creates an appointment or whatever. Let me know in the comments what you think about this, if it makes sense or not, and if you want more videos like this. Let me know if you knew that it was possible to use user-defined functions and if you are already using or not. And also some comments about the Power Apps Tools tool. Now it's time for me to say bye. I'm going to leave you with another video so you can keep studying about Power Apps or Power Platform. See you in the next lesson.